homeboy got served child support papers. His baby mom put him on child support. He done called my phone talking about, what did I do? You got any advice, any tips? Say, hey, no, they got me too.
See, on my podcast, what was talking about?
Nigga said, you asking me for tips? I ain't get away, nigga. How you gonna ask a slave that got caught how to run away?
I think it's gonna.
Yo, peace and high vibes. We live in the Hive Come Rock with number 9, man. We in this month. Feel me? We in this jump. Y'all see by the title what we finna get into. Turn on my post notice to keep up with me. And yeah, man. Ty Buggy, baby mama shit. We just tap into anything Ty Buggy drop, man. No funny.
I'm over here literally fighting to be a good dad, and you over here playing around like it's niggas that don't take care.
If you was fighting, you wouldn't be who you was with right now. If you was fighting for your son, you would be with me. Your son came from me.
Listen,
My homeboy got served child support papers. His baby mom put him on child support. He done called my phone talking about, what did I do? You got any advice, any tips? Say, hey, no, they got me too.
See, on my podcast, what was talking about an epidemic that's going on in the world. But today's topic,
Nigga said, you asking me for tips? I ain't get away, nigga. How you gonna ask a slave that got caught how to run away?
I think is gonna really hit home for some people. Hit home on a deeper level because I'm gonna speak for the people that usually aren't spoken for today. See, I'm not talking about drugs. I'm not talking about violence. I'm not talking about politics. It's control. See, right now we're seeing a rise of men having to raise their kids under the shadow of their controlling baby mamas. From using the kids as leverage to draining men dry for child support, to even blocking some fathers from even being able to see their children. See, this video was for the active fathers. This is not for the absent fathers because I don't speak for y'all. Y'all need to just do better. This is for the active fathers that love their babies. This is the controlling baby mama epidemic.
because I'm trying to see my son. Like, why you keep?
You're not gonna see your son until you're with me. You're gonna leave that fiance of yours, and you're gonna be with me, and then you can see your son. Other than that, you're not ever seeing your son until he's 18 to make his own decisions.
It's crazy that like
Extortion? Extortion is crazy. You're extorting him for attention?
I'm over here literally fighting to be a good dad, and you over here playing around like it's niggas out here that don't take care.
If you was fighting, you wouldn't be who you was with right now. If you was fighting for your son, you would be with me. Your son came from me.
Listen, it's not
That's
about that. There's
sliding
dudes
in
out here
the
that don't take care of their kids, and I'm an actual guy. Let me talk. I'm gonna let you talk. Let me talk.
No, I'm gonna take you to court. Tell me you're that dude that you're talking about right now that don't do shit for his kids. So I'm gonna lie. They're gonna believe me because I am a girl, and they gonna believe me. That's how that shit works. And I'm gonna tell them literally like you don't do shit for your kid, and I'll put you on child support. Now I'm getting your money, and guess what? Another man will be taking care of your son and seeing your son and babysitting your son.
Why you got?
What a rage bait. No. Fuck that. Fuck the trolling shit. Like, this is genuinely manipulative. Like, true. At its core, the epitome of you're not gonna find a better representation. This is a manipulative, a narcissist, the ones you need to stay away from. I swear to God, you need to know how to recognize these. You got to know how to recognize these, bro. Everything I love. You got to know how to recognize these. This is why last year I was so heavy on teaching people and letting people know how to recognize these kind of individuals, because if you don't, you will get caught up for life, nigga. 18 years. 18 years ago, I was 6. I don't remember shit from then. That's how long 18 years last. Please be vigilant, bro.
But this
Know who you laying with, gang.
is my thing though, right? Why you so evil though? You know I take care of my kid. You know that.
Evil, vile, nigga, dastardly.
I don't care.
What you mean you don't care? Why would you sit up here and lie to try to get my son taken away from me?
She will deadass lie and make up stories, keep his son away from him, and keep the father out of her child's life. Also, this nigga can be with her. If he's not with her, then she's pulling cars. That's so fucked up,
He's
bro.
not taken away from you. He's not even with you. So how can I get him taken away from you when he's not even with you?
He already taken care of me. You haven't let me see my son in 3 months because I don't want to be with you.
Why did you give me don't go to your son? To go see me, get my hair, my nails, get my feet done.
Why haven't you let me see my son in 3 months?
Because you don't deserve it.
What you mean I don't deserve it?
And you're not gonna see him until you're with me. Like, you're never gonna be happy until you're with me.
This can't be real,
I'm
fool.
gonna make sure your life
This
is gonna
can't be
live. I'm
real.
gonna make sure
And then this nigga gonna throw on these 3D glasses, fool. This can't be real, bro.
you don't see your son. I'm gonna make sure you're on child support. I'm gonna make sure I keep coming up to your job. I promise.
I just don't understand what I did to you.
You're
I
evil.
don't
You're
understand
evil.
what
You're
I done
evil.
did to you. Just cause I don't wanna be, just cause I don't wanna fucking be with you, I can't see my fucking son?
You're evil. You're evil.
How am I the evil one? But you
See, unless you had like a one night stand or something with a girl, for a lot of guys, this story starts the same way. It starts out with a relationship. It starts out with a girlfriend and a boyfriend. Everything is good in the beginning. The relationship eventually falls apart, just like any other relationship that just doesn't work. But the difference is a child still remains. So you still have to deal with this other person to make the best decisions for this child. But instead of co-parenting, because of the breakup, it turns into a battlefield. And the moms usually hold the ultimate weapon, access to the child and the child support system in their back pocket. For some, it's bitterness. For others, it's money. But for the man, it's 18 years of stress and control that he has to deal with.
There's my child support right there. That's what I get. Man, how many of you parents out there are giving your children more money than you can afford for yourself? Like, this is ridiculous. I'm getting stroked. I can't believe this. I'm a bottom bum right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the bum that's on the
I'm sorry, bro. That nigga said I'm getting stroked. Nah, that's too graphic, bro. There's different verbiage out here, man. He ain't have to say that.
How many of you parents out there are giving your children more money than you can afford for yourself? Like, this is ridiculous. I'm getting stroked. I can't believe this. I'm a bottom bum right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the bum that's on the side of the street begging for money. You know what I'm saying? Looking for ducats, son, man. Living for free and off other people and using government help and such like that, man. I'm not doing any of that. Man, I'm working my ass off to be homeless, and I can't even get government help because I make too much money at the end of the year. Like, I make too much money to get help. And this is what I'm left with. That's 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks. Look at the month. Here's the month. Here's the month. Here is the month. That's the next one. Here's the month. $11.95. I get $3.33.
See, here's how controlling baby mamas keep men trapped. The first thing, weaponizing child support, threatening to raise the payments of child support, threatening to put you on child support. And again, I'm not talking about the guys that's just not supporting their kids. I'm talking about a man that supports his kids, but because he's not in great graces with his baby moms, she's threatening to raise the child support or put him on child support or counting every single dollar. And if you don't pay child support, your ass could wind up in jail.
It's so crazy, bro. I know a girl so thorough whose child is like 3, 4. I'm being ambiguous right now to not be hot, but you know what I'm saying? Been around for a while, the child has, and she in VA, baby father out the way. He said, fuck the kid. Literally, like on the phone to her, he said, fuck her. She's so raw and cool as an individual that she's still not even trying to force child support, which I think she should. But other girls, nigga, you ain't seeing that type of grace, bro. You're not seeing that type of grace and what's the word? It starts with an L. Leniency. You're not seeing that type of leniency.
Garnish wages at your job. So that's a threat that you're gonna take seriously as a man. And that woman could dangle that over your head. And then for some guys, it's canceling visits. You think you're gonna see your kids this weekend and she just doesn't like how you talk to her. So yeah, your visit with your child is canceled. She's telling your kids certain things about you, making you look like a bad guy. Listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. A lot of y'all are products of your mom doing this to your dad. I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of y'all are products of your mom pushing your dad away. Your dad, it wasn't that he didn't want you, he didn't want your mom. Some of y'all are products of that. And the only story you ever got was the story that your mom gave you. Was the story that she told all of her friends, but you never actually was able to get your dad's story. That's some of your.
And what's so fucked up about that too is I've started to understand that mentality. Cause last year when I was fucking a girl in Atlanta that was genuinely a schizophrenic sociopath, psychosis like a motherfucker, like genuinely out of there. But god damn, do them crazy girls know how to fuck, nigga? Do they know how to fuck and suck? So yeah, I knew for a fact that I blasted off in her shit. Oh yeah, no, we're going soliloquy time. I blasted off in her shit, bro, but it wasn't intentional, man. Like, we had just got done fucking for like an hour, bro. And we had gone from the couch to the floor just primal. And she was on top of nigga. And she was on top of nigga. Then we switched, rolled over. I was on top of her. I'm sorry, this is getting graphic, but I'm just trying to remember real quick. I was on top of her. She locked her legs, started kissing my neck, grabbed me by the cojones. And she did that when I said I was about to, feel me? When I said I was about to finish. And then she started saying the forbidden words y'all already know, and locked her legs. At that point, man, I couldn't do nothing about it, bro. She got me. She got me good. She got me good. But in that moment, I knew, bro, I can't have a kid with this woman. Like, I can't have a kid with this woman because I don't want to be with her. Like, I never want to abandon a child, but I don't want to spend my life with somebody that I don't fucking like. Not even just you don't want to be with her. You don't like her, nigga. When you actually be in that type of scenario, you think you could possibly have a kid with a girl you don't fuck with, you low-key start to understand the mentality behind niggas who leave. Not excusing it at all. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying I understand. That's all it is. I understand your reasoning. I don't agree.
Your realities, and you
I understand your reasoning. If I agree, it's up for debate.
don't even know. Some of y'all. And then one of the most popular.
No, I understand your reasoning, but god damn it, because I just said what. It'd be hard, bro. It'd be hard. I'd have to dedicate my life, and I'd have to make sure that kid made the league. You know what I'm saying? There's no way my life, these next 18 years is going out in vain. No, I'm making sure that my kid is something great. All right? Because I didn't risk my life because this bitch is crazy. She could possibly kill. I'm not risking my life, my sanity, my peace for you to grow up to be a fucking accountant, nigga. No, you better be on the line, 3-point stance, rushing the passer, nigga. Filling the A gap, nigga. What is you talking about? I want you knocking down every step back you shoot. I want you grabbing every rebound. Fuck all that. You better have a mean pitch, nigga. I mean, a mean swing, nigga. You better throw a mean curveball, nigga. Because I'm not giving my life in vain, bro. Not for you to become some drug addict.
When the dad finally moves on instead of trying to work things out with the baby mom, that creates a whole nother problem because now she's losing control that she thought she had over you. So now the threats of child support start chiming in even more, even if you're an active father. And then we know it's 2025, so a narcissistic baby mom's favorite tactic is public shaming of the dad, acting like they're just a single mom out here struggling and the dad is absent. And everybody knows who the dad is, and it's like, damn, homie, like, where you at? Like, your baby mom's over here. She making it seem like she's struggling and she doing everything by herself. So now everybody looking at you like you the ain't shit guy. And as a man, usually we don't get up on the internet and do that kind of stuff. That's a woman's game. So now the only narrative that the public knows is the narrative that she decides to give, along with possibly keeping you from your child because of other reasons. These are all games that some men are really experiencing out here. And it's not talked about enough. Nobody is talking on the behalf of these men that are trying to be active fathers that love their kids, literally live and die by their children, and they have to fight a battle because of a bitter ex that is in the middle of it.
When a co-parent wants to talk about the kids all the time and you don't respond when they think that you should, they are manipulating you. They are 100% manipulating you. They know they are. Co-parent wants to talk about the kids all the time and you don't respond when they think that you should, they are manipulating you. They are 100% manipulating you. They know that you won't talk to them about anything else other than the kids. So what they were doing is they're trying to use the kids as a way to talk to you, but really what they're trying to do is take you out of your element. They're trying to take you out of the situation that you are in, because you can't be too busy having fun with the things that you're doing if you're constantly on the phone talking about the kids. You can't be hanging out with somebody or talking to somebody if you are on the phone with them talking about the kids. The biggest indicator that this is actually happening is that they want to scold you for not reaching out to them when they think that you should. They want to question your parenting. They want to belittle you. They want to act like all of a sudden you're not being a good parent. But in reality, they really don't even want to talk to you about the kids. They just want to keep their foot on your neck.
I make $35,000 a year and I'm paying child support, and she's making a little over 200 grand a year. I just need a little help.
Who is paying child support in this case?
And I have custody of my boys. She goes on vacation. She's out of town all the time. I've had my boys for 7 weeks straight. She hasn't seen her boys in 7 weeks.
7 weeks straight. You make about $125,000 and then an additional $25,000 doing Herbalife. This man only makes $35,000 and you think he should still be paying child support and he has the children more than you? Is that what you're asking me to do? You make $150,000 a year. See, you're playing games. What has she done with the boys?
She takes them to Paris. They go overseas.
Paris?
They've been on Disney cruises. Every time she gets them, they're going somewhere.
$1,456 a month. And it's not to punish you for having a great job. That's awesome. However, when you think about what's in the best interest of these children, they can't go to Disneyland and do all of that with dad.
So where does this leave the man?
Good shit, Judge. And who else but a black woman, right? The oxymoron and the dichotomy of that situation, right? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Or the irony. It's not an oxymoron or a dichotomy. It's ironic. Okay? Get y'all figures of speech together, people. Did y'all pass language arts or not? You know? But yeah, yo. How ironic is that though? You mean somebody finally stood up for the black man and it was a black woman as a judge. That's beautiful, gang. That's fucking beautiful.
This leaves the man constantly following the rules of the woman. She's allowed to get free time away from the child, but he's not. Anything he's doing outside of being with his child is deemed as selfish and bad parenting. So you got guys going into depression. Their finances are ruined because of this. Distance from their children. Some men literally just check out completely, and other men fight in court for years. But guess what? The system is not built to benefit the dad at all. The system actually helps the mom with the control. The court system sides with the mom. They don't care about the kids. And how do I know this? Because the child support system doesn't ask, how much does the children need? How much do their expenses actually cost? Like, let's look at a full breakdown of what it costs to maintain this child. No. Instead, what they do is they take a percentage of what the dad is making, even if that's way more than the children actually need. So is this about the children, or is this about giving the mom a control over the man's finances? For an active father, you're taking away a percentage of his income, giving it to the mom, and all you're doing is giving her another income stream, even though this man supports his kids for what is actually needed. I think actually doing the math of how much do diapers cost, how much do wipes cost, how much does daycare cost, that should be what the number is based off of. What are the actual expenses for this child? Because just because I'm making $100,000 a year does not mean I am now spending $5,000 a month on my child. Does not mean I'm now spending $2,000 a month on a kid. And I'm saying this as a man that has a 1-year-old that lives in my house right now. But the court don't care about that. They just take a chunk of the dad's money and give it to the mom. And what do mothers do? They watch you grow. They watch you, oh, he's buying more expensive stuff. And they know in the back of their mind at any point in time, they can pull that card, even if you're an active father.
A man can never win in child support court. So I just had court and I lost again. This is my 11th time losing.
You know niggas
Check
mad
this
when
shit
they got
out.
type of-
A man.
Hey, I just want to say this though, bro. A lawyer, niggas won't believe me. Niggas might not take this legitimately because, I mean, shit, I haven't been in the situation. But I've heard testimonies about people who take it upon themselves to learn the law and learn what's actually written in ink when it comes to child support and things of that nature. Because once you actually read that and you learn what your rights really are, then you can defend yourself and actually get over. Because in the court of law, it's not about who's fair or who's right. It's about what can be proven. Feel me? It's about what can be proven. All right. So that's the lawyer's job. But a lot of times you get lawyers who just want to get paid. You already assume what the result is going to be, but hey, I'll put up a fight or whatever. And they just come in, whatever the fuck, and you wind up pissed while they wind up whatever. You know, that's how ambiguous that statement was, is really the energy of a lawyer in this case. No pun intended. That was a good one. But yeah, you might be better off learning it yourself. Dead ass.
We'll never win in child support court. I'm already paying your mortgage, and I get my kids 3 overnights a week. You get them 4 overnights, so you got 4 more days a month, which isn't really much. I'm requesting more time. I want a 7 on, 7 off. You fighting me for that? Cool, whatever. Let the court decide, right? So I submit a petition because I pay her mortgage and child support. Like, come on, bro. I'm trying to live too. It's not like they come to my house with a suitcase of clothes and food. No. You feed them 1 more time a week than me. You dress them 1 more time a week than me, right? Come on, like, what's child support for? I gotta keep them comfortable at your house and my house. Then what's your duty? Here it goes. You're receiving the notice because you requested the child support program to begin a review of your child support order. The child support program has finished the review and result indicates your support order amount should be increased. Increased? How? Yo, this crazy. I do a little bit better and I gotta pay more. For that, I should be a bum and not work. Fuck it. Hey, listen, ladies, you guys wanna come up? You wanna live good? Have a baby with a dude that's ambitious and gets a little bit of paper, because he gonna have to pay you for the next 18 years. And then every time he make a little more, you gonna make a little more.
Imagine that, a man that has his kids 1 less night than his kid's mom, and because of that, he has to pay her entire rent. People, I got 2 kids. Neither of them cost $1,000 a month, and I'm a very active father. Kids are expensive, but not that damn expensive. If we're eating out too much, then we need to cook more at home. If that box of diapers is $40, but I see another box for a different brand, $25, guess what? I'm gonna get the other box. But okay, that man has his children 1 less day than his baby mom. So what happens when a man goes to court and he has his kids 50-50 with the kid's mom? What happens then? What does that look like in a court? Let's check this out.
Your child support, your guideline child support comes to $15.12 per month, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you believe that you should be paying $15.12 per month to the other party?
No, just because if I'm already doing my 50% as a father, I don't see a reason why I should be still having to provide financially at that point, since I'm already doing my due diligence and my duties as a father.
So see that right there, yo, that's so true. You're right. That's fair. But get this, my nigga. It's court. This is judicial business. You have to bring a law, a code, something that stands in a court of law. Not what you think, not what you feel, not what you think is morally correct. What stands and holds weight in a court of law, because it's not that. This, what he just spewed, only carries weight when you have a law to validify everything you just said.
So you're saying that you've got the child half the time and you shouldn't be paying child support. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Now let me ask you this: when did you start having the child at 50%?
But it also depends on who the judge is. You know what I'm saying? Some judges are more fair than others, like we saw earlier.
Was it the time that you guys separated in November of last year?
No. Well, yes and no. We had an agreement where the days would still be the same. Monday and Tuesdays, he would be with me. I mean, Monday and...
I'm sorry. I just had a brilliant fucking idea. Listen, and listen close. Bro, who's to say that you can't sign an agreement with a woman that she will never put you on child support? Listen, when y'all first get into it together, y'all already under the mindset that y'all gonna be together forever. Feel me? So you come to her with that, like, we ain't gonna break up, and if you do, I'd never do you like that, especially if the circumstances are this, that, the third, whatever. You could outline everything you want in that jump. Then when she goes to put you on child support, if she does try in the future, say she fuck around and forget about that shit. Or she has the idea, but she knows that she can't because she agreed to it. Listen, a contract is 2 signatures underneath some terms on a piece of paper, bro. Deadass. As long as that's there, you now have a valid contract, my nigga. You can Google that too. You now have a valid contract. And contract law supersedes child support law. If I'm not mistaken, let me see. What? I'm wrong? Damn, there's no getting out of this shit, man. There's no getting out of this shit, bro. But I could have sworn contract law is above a lot, if not all, bro. I could have sworn. Hold up, man. Yeah, no, I could have sworn, bro. Okay, so hold on real quick. So what? Because this is law shit right here. And this is why I love this shit. Because there's always loopholes that aren't really loopholes when it comes to legal shit and laws. You just have to know what they're saying. So what if we agree that she will not file for child support under certain circumstances. So what if we agree that she wouldn't file for necessarily? She can't agree, but it's not binding. If the two of you make an agreement, like I won't file for child support if you do X, Y, Z, that might influence her personal choice, but has no legal force. What? Nah, I can't believe that. She can still go to court with a state program later, and the court will enforce child support based on statutory guidelines, regardless of what was written or promised privately. Bro, see, and this is the thing: child support and student loans. It's so much more concrete than other things, bro. It's so much more concrete than other things. Because I really thought you could have found a loophole. I thought that was a loophole right there, nigga. You saw the way I thought I had the idea. Nigga. Oh, okay. So that means it won't stop the court from doing an order. But if she breaks the contract by trying to file for child support, then would she still be able to face punitive action from the guidelines of said contract? We're figuring out child support on this bitch, nigga. I get why you're asking. I feels like you both signed a deal and breaking that consequences, but in a situation that no child support contract has no legal teeth, here's why. A contract is a contract. Fuck you mean it has no legal teeth? You take a contract to what's this shit called? Civil court, nigga. Waiving a child's right to. Well, I mean that's not what it's doing though. It's not waiving a child's right to financial support if it's underneath certain guidelines. It's not saying that it wouldn't get any financial support. It's saying that she can't file if under these circumstances she can't file for child support. That's not completely waiving a child's right to financial support though. So you mean to tell me I can't take this contract into civil court? Contract law is contract law, and the contract is legally binding, regardless of the matter and what could supersede it. That's not how you spell supersede. Oh shit! And what could supersede it? What could supersede it in said judicial jurisdiction? It feels like a signed contract should be ironclad, and in most civil matters that's true. A valid contract is binding, but not every contract is legally valid just because both people sign it. Courts can throw out agreements when they conflict with statutory law or public policy. Child support is exactly one of those areas. Damn, bro, there's no getting out of this shit, man. You see, I even turned on my lawyer shit and started looking for loopholes. Look, give me 30 days. I guarantee if I was actually in this situation, I would go to lawcornell.edu so fucking fast, nigga. I would come here so fast, gang, and I would get to studying, bro.
Again, is the child support system in favor for the child or for the mother? Once again, if we're talking about absent dads, that's different. But an active father that has his kids 50-50, the court...
I do want to hurry up and get to this video. I'm going to go. Sorry, Ty, you know I be fucking with you, nigga.
If you think about putting that man on child support, think twice, think 3 times, think 4 times, because there may come a time in life where you might be emotionally stable and realize like that wasn't a good choice. Let me give y'all a backstory. So my daughter's 11, okay? She was born January 2014. We mutually went and filed for child support October 2014. My daughter wasn't even a year old. At the time, I was young. He was young. We had just broke up. He was doing his thing. I was hurt, and I was, going through things emotionally and having postpartum, and he was playing in my face. So I'm like, fuck it, yeah, we can do that. Did that. And baby, I'm trying to tell y'all, we've been in the process for years trying to get this man off of child support. The courts keep denying. They keep denying our paperwork. So he actually got a consultation from a lawyer this time to see, like, what are we missing to get this court order dismissed. So he got some tips and tricks or whatever from the lawyer. So today we went and got stuff notarized again this morning to submit to the courts, and fingers crossed that they approve it and dismiss all this shit, because it's just not necessary. Like I said, he's from day one been an active father. He's been there in her life and financially supported her. So it was just something that we did because we didn't want to deal with each other at the time, and we was like, fuck it, we can get the court to put something in order for us so we ain't got to deal with each other. And it was just a dumb decision, because now it does affect our lives. It does affect his life as well, his business. He does trucking, so now his driver's license could be up for grabs and stuff like that. It's just a lot. It's a lot.
My homeboy got served child support papers. His baby mom put him on child support. He don't call my phone talking about, what do I do? You got any advice, any tips? Say, hell no, they got me too. I got that same letter in the mail, nigga. They got me too. They go my way.
T-shirt on.
Nah, I really feel bad though, bro, because he on the phone trying to find a solution. He goes to the child support website. They talking about they taking 25% of his check. That nigga talking about, is that before or after taxes? That before. Another thing, I tried to give him hope. I said, maybe your baby mama ain't gonna ask for back pay, like back pay her from the day the child was born. That nigga said, nah, she already said she gonna do that. I said, how old your kid is? He said 8. I said, oh Lord. Lord. What you do? He wouldn't get off the phone. I finally thought of something to tell him. I said, when they ask for your pay stubs, edit it a little bit, lower the number. Go on Adobe Acrobat and edit the number a little bit. Then they go on the phone talking about, yeah, that's smart. I'm gonna do that. Boy, he finna be under the jail.
See, in the end, the one that suffers the most is the kids. They grow up confused and caught in the middle of something that they don't understand, or believing that their dad never cared about them. This epidemic destroys not only the men, but families, generations. None of this applies for fathers that choose not to be present for their kids, or because you told her that you didn't want to have the kid, but she still had the kid. Either way.
It's crazy though. It's crazy just seeing how the perspective shifts as you get older. Because like I said what I said earlier about understanding the mindset about why fathers leave. Because as a kid, you don't really understand that shit. Even if you're not in that situation, you just think, damn, I don't know why, but fathers just don't be trying to stay. Nigga, what's up with the men, right? But now, as you older and you damn near be in that situation yourself, or you see other niggas going through it, you're like, yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of understand. I understand your mentality here.
Family courts basically work off of fabricated evidence. That's number one. Number two, there's really no appeal from family courts. So family courts, unlike normal like civil courts or criminal courts, there's almost no appellate options out of a family court. So the judges operate with no oversight and just do whatever they want. And third, and this is the big one, there are massive federal programs that were instituted in the late 1970s that pay states trillions of dollars to tear families apart. So it's so innocuous when I tell you, be like, this is a great program. But like in Texas, we get 66 cents on the dollar put into the Texas Treasury for every dollar of child support that's paid. Right? So the state is now highly incentivized to issue the max every dollar of child support that's paid. Like in Texas, we get 66 cents on the dollar.
We get 66 cents
Put into the Texas Treasury.
Put into the Texas. So for every dollar, that's 66 cents.
For every dollar of child support that's paid.
Child support.
Right? So the state is now highly incentivized.
Or wait, no. For every dollar of child, okay, I'm tracking now. For every dollar of child support paid, 66 cents it goes to the Treasury.
For every dollar of child support that's paid. Right? So the state is now highly incentivized to issue the maximum amount of child support. That's why almost all divorces got 50-50 prior to the 1980s. And there was this skyrocketing of divorces where one parent loses custody. And that was to maximize Title IV-D reimbursements to the states. In Texas, it's $500 million to the Texas budget.
If the state is profiting off of child support?
Correct.
Yes. Not only are they profiting off of it, but it's a way to keep the masses docile and impoverished. That and welfare was a way to keep our people, let me not even just specify our people, right? I mean, it's who they were targeting. But the lower income population of America, child support and welfare, they were all implemented in the late 70s and 80s to keep our people impoverished and for, profit. It's crazy. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. 70s, 80s, the FBI, the CIA, them niggas went on a run, bro. They went on a run. Nigga, no. Think about it, gang. Think about it. Child support, welfare, then crack? I ain't gonna hold you, nigga. They looking like Pat Mahomes this decade, nigga. Hey, who won 3 in a row? Repeated last in the NBA. They looking like them, nigga. God, dog. Shit. Hold on.
And in most states, the Judicial Retirement Fund is funded from this money. So the more child support that's issued from the family courts, the larger.
So it's more incentive for the judges to issue out child support, which is why they be such dickheads with it, because when they retire, they get a piece of it. Ain't that fucking crazy, bro? Listen, be careful who you fucking. Like, real loud.
The state is profiting off of child support?
Correct. And in most states, the Judicial Retirement Fund is funded from this money. So the more child support that's issued from the family courts, the larger the judicial retirement. It's a massive program. It's the size of the largest defense programs. So the incentives are absolutely huge.
To get people to pay child support?
Correct.
And even married people, to get them to break up and then have to pay each other child support?
Absolutely, yeah. So, because you would think the best child support would just be 50-50 custody and let people raise their kids. The best child support is to raise your own kid. That's the best child support. But they don't do that. Most states actually have laws prohibiting the courts from doing that. Texas has a family code in which it's assumed to be in the child's best interest that one parent get 24% of the time. And the reason 24% was chosen, precisely, is it maximizes Title IV-D reimbursement to the state at 24%. Okay.
How's the maximization function? How does it come out at 24%?
So it has to do with how the state calculates child support. So Texas has one of the worst child support systems in the state. It doesn't take into account the income of both parents, and it doesn't take into account the amount of time you spend with the child. So there are fathers out there with 49% of the time that are paying maximal child support still.
Why ain't I surprised that?
Bro, it's so crazy. This is what I meant. That right there is what I meant when I said it doesn't matter what you think is okay. If you spending this amount of time and this is fair to me, I'm already investing this and putting this in financially, I shouldn't have to do this. It doesn't matter, because what can you prove legally? Because in their case, they have a whole system backing them, especially in Texas. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. More shit I'm starting to hear, the more I low-key don't want to move to Texas.
The income of both parents, and at the end of the time,
take the father's money away. incentivized to take top dollar away from a brother's pockets, no matter the circumstances. Why ain't I surprised? But anyways, it ain't a Ty Boogie video, Ty Boogie podcast episode if I don't give y'all a fix along with the problem. I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all that this is a one-size-fit-all, but maybe this could help somebody out.
What's good, my friend? We're back again. Thanks for stopping by. My child support is coming to a close, and it's a lot of emotions involved with it. Rest in peace to my auntie, man, because I used to always cry to her about how child support had me down and how I didn't think I was going to be able to make it. And she used to always tell me, baby, them kids getting older every day. Every day, so just keep on going to work. Don't worry about it. Every day you getting closer. Just remember that. They growing up. They going to be grown one day. That's what she always say. So I just wish that she was still here so I can tell her that the time has come. Man, I really didn't think I was going to even make it to the end.
Especially just continuing the child support conversation, that paying yourself through your business is a way to minimize what you would owe if you ended up going the court route.
Yes, that is kind of true, but I remember seeing something that said that they can still take that money from you because it comes into it's a net type of thing. It's a gross type of thing. Not just from your W-2 and how much you got paid from a job. Your business will also fall into that income as well. Because I already searched that up. You can't put it into a trust. They come for anything that has your name on it, bro. You can't even put it into a trust, an irrevocable trust. Feel me? Some shit that is supposed to securitize your money and be able to keep it from the claws of the government and all of these programs are held by a trust. Well, no. That will protect me from child support. Yeah. See what I mean? Do y'all understand? Y'all probably don't know this, but a trust, especially an irrevocable one, is supposed to be the highest form of security when it comes to your money, when it comes to your investments, when it comes to your assets. A trust is supposed to be the highest form of securitization and protection. And that won't even protect you from child support. That's how deeply ingrained this entire program is, this entire system is in the system. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna end this video now. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this jump. I'm not gonna let Ty get into his spiel. This video ran on for way too long. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. If y'all fuck with me, subscribe, share this jump, like all of that, man. Engage with it. Fuck with me on TikTok. That's where I post a lot of skits and comedy. And we out this motherfucker. Number 9 signing off. And if you fuck with gaming, if you fuck with me and you want to see me play Madden, all that, fuck with me. The link gonna be in the description. We out. Number 9 signing off.